Okay, we're starting to get into it. This is interesting. Guys, where can I get lost?
All you gotta do is keep going that way right there. You gonna find it.
This is what happens when your town loses roughly 1/3 of its population.
You just damaged the whole city and the community.
Socioeconomics is so mixed out here, so you have some really nice stuff, and then you have some real blown out stuff.
No power or nothing.
For how long?
For about 9 days. You had to sleep like that.
My church had better days. What's going on in Greensboro?
Nothing for real.
Selma. This is a historical place.
At that time, your parents kind of sheltered you a lot.
When you get into these communities and see what they're dealing with firsthand, you're like, oh, wow. Good morning, guys. Here in the south of Alabama, and today we have a massive road trip going north all the way to Tuscaloosa. Now, the region we're going through is called the Black Belt, due to the high concentration of black people that live in the region. We're gonna get lost on some back roads, go into some sleepy towns, meet the locals, ask the questions, and get a better understanding of what this part of the state is like. Let's do this. So this is the soul of Alabama right here.
Yeah, right in this area. Most of this is a little small town here. You came 84.
I came all the way from the coast.
Okay.
You from here?
Yes.
How is it? Do you love it?
I'm fine. I've been here about all my life. I'm 65, be 66 next month, so I've been here all my life.
Good community?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're officially in the Bible Belt, and it just sort of changed, like there was almost a defining line. A nice little downtown here, it's cute. Martin Realty. Got a nice town hall or whatever that is. Oh, this is really nice. Really well kept.
Mississippi.
You know, I don't know.
This is your second child.
Their second time?
Yeah.
Second child.
So Alabama's much different, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot different.
Welcome to Peter Red. You see it?
Oh, Peterman.
Yeah.
My name's Peter.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, made it home.
Yeah.
So guys, where can I get lost? Like what roads up here?
All you gotta do is keep going that way right there. You gonna find it.
It's my town, 1900, new town. Okay, we're starting to get into it. This is interesting. Feeling the vibe, feeling a totally different culture out here. So we got the intel from the locals, where to go. Seeing a lot of trucks up here. I'm guessing that's a big industry for people. They could live here, truck the country, you know, with the amount of money they make and the price of real estate. I think it's pretty cheap out here. They could probably live a decent life. I mean, you're away from home all the time, which isn't easy. But yeah, I think a lot of these guys are trucking all over the country. Whenever you're in that truck stop outside of Chicago or Los Angeles or whatever, a lot of these guys come from parts of the country like this. Do their trucking, come home, refresh the batteries, and get out there again, because it's better money than a local economy, I'm gathering. So the term Black Belt takes on two different meanings. One is the soil is amazing here. It's great for agriculture. Then it also refers to the many blacks that live here. At first, it was because of the slave trade and slaves working on the plantations. And then it turned into a place of sharecropping, and people stayed. So I believe it's 80% plus black in this region we're going through today. But this totally surprises me. This could be the Northeast almost. Rolling hills, trees. I mean, it's a little different, but I wasn't thinking it would be like this at all. Selma. This is a historical place. The marches from here to Montgomery. I mean, the whole civil rights movement came out of this part of Alabama, really. So back in the past, in the 19th century, Selma was doing really well as a trading hub when the railroad came in. Since then, its population has decreased by 1/3 when agriculture started slowing down. I believe almost 40% are below the poverty line, and over half of those are under 18. Got some beautiful old homes here. It's a nice old street. This is what happens when your town loses roughly 1/3 of its population. Just a lot of these buildings are abandoned, just sitting here. So that main drag actually looked pretty good, but you can see just one street over. This is how it is. So it's like the oxygen has been removed. That shop just looks like they just got up and left. And then you have the contrast though in Selma. St. James Hotel, right across from all of that. Gas station all barred in. My church had better days. Tornado came through when?
January the 12th.
2023.
Yeah.
So it came right into the church.
It didn't just come right into the church, it just damaged the whole city and the community. You know, right now, where are we? We're going backwards instead of forward. Because this country was built in error. With the wrong principle, the wrong mindset of dealing with the people that are here.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that how long we been out of captivity, or are we out of captivity?
64 was a big year. It's gotten better since, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't.
How so?
From back in 64, it has gotten worse.
How so?
It has gotten worse. It has gotten worse. The people have gotten worse. Their mindset is worse.
Americans as a whole, or what? What do you mean by that?
Well, Americans as a whole. And then we distance ourselves and create social groups and stuff like that, you know, that you're going to use to subdue everybody else. It's a form of control. Change of culture, replacement, people replacement. It's a lot of things that are going on that really shouldn't. If you had people coming in here from Haiti, any blacks or anything trying to cross the border, they don't let them in. But let China, if they want to come in here, all they got to do is go to South America and come up in the border, and they let them all in. That's what I'm talking about. That's replacement. You replacing the people that are here.
But about the border, 140 nationalities coming in right now.
Yeah, but we ain't going nowhere. Look at this community.
So what do you guys want out here? You want help from the feds, from the state?
I don't even think that they can do anything. They can't. I mean, if you really want to know the truth, the government is the reason that this neighborhood and all our neighborhoods are in the condition that they are in.
Okay, why are they to blame?
When our people in the 60s, they did excellent. We are people of the light. Do you understand that? We're not people of darkness. All of what you see now is darkness.
You remember it back then?
I was in the marches and stuff going across the river and everywhere else.
You were there. Wow.
Yeah, I was.
How was that?
What I'm trying to tell you,
yeah,
is back during that time. See, our people was attacked and we was assaulted. They killed off all the leaders, and they were terrorists who was doing it. And our people been terrorized here ever since we got off the ship. That's part of the curse.
The curse.
The curse of our people.
You can see the tornado came right through this neighborhood. That's insane. And I'm not sure what's going on here with insurance companies. Maybe people don't have insurance on these homes because they own them outright. I'm not sure. Or why haven't the feds stepped in? Like some sort of FEMA money, rebuilding these homes. But if we're talking a year ago, whew. So it hit the rough part of town because the nice part of town we were in, everything looked fine. That's literally 2 minutes away from here. So this place is really mixed up. And then you got stuff like this where, you know, someone moved out decades ago probably, and nature is taking over. So the police officer can't talk. They can't talk on camera.
No,
I totally get it. Okay, so the tornado came through. Your house came out okay, huh?
Well, I had two busted windows up on the side
busted
right
windows. Okay.
there. And I was in the tornado.
You were in the tornado.
I was here. I was right there in my living room.
What is that like?
It wasn't that nice. Wind blowing stuff everywhere.
Okay, so the tornado rips in. What do? You just like get
Lay
down
down
low on the floor?
And pray.
Get down and pray.
And pray.
And your neighbors did way worse than you.
Yeah, well, see, because when they went across the street right here,
Yeah.
that house right there, really, it was the only house that it tore up bad, but all the rest of it took the top off for. No power or nothing.
For how long?
For about 9 days. You had to sleep like that, and you couldn't go nowhere. And the most of the people on this end, they stayed there in their houses, and everybody else stayed in their house, but, you know, they couldn't go nowhere.
What about food?
They brought it around and gave us to her every day. People was bringing stuff and giving the stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Most of the houses that are is in this area, people own them.
Okay. Okay, so do most of the people not have insurance on their homes?
No, not most of them did.
They
Not
did.
most, no.
Okay, that's why they're not being fixed.
That's
huh?
why.
Oh man.
And it's been like this for a while.
Except this guy did maybe.
Yeah, just started doing that one and bringing it back the way it's supposed to be.
So the federal government didn't come in at all to help?
It came in, but it wasn't too much, you know, they could do. It wasn't too much.
So what's happening to the people that own the home? They didn't have insurance. They can't live there now. Where are they now?
In different places. FEMA gave them this and gave them that, but, you know, they coming back, you know, but I don't think most of them ain't gonna come back, though.
Okay, so FEMA did give them a home, another home.
Yeah, for
Okay.
a minute until things get right.
Okay, okay.
Cause they supposed to be building about 200 back here in Selma.
You from Selma?
I've been here all my life. It's a wonderful place.
Okay.
It's not bad the way people say it is. It ain't bad. It's just the way how you live and what you make of yourself.
Yep.
Because you can't move from place to place trying to make things better. You have to stay. Like me, I've been here since I was 30. I'm 56.
Nice, nice.
So I don't like to be doing all that moving around.
So you believe stay with your community, don't, if things get turbulent, don't just leave,
They
stay
just don't
around.
leave. Mhm.
Okay, that's good advice actually.
And people, you know, it's a lot of elder people here, you know. There's a few young people still around, but, you know, half of them, you know, the ones that here, they don't do a lot of gang violence, you know, they don't do a lot of killing and the like. If they do, it just be like something every now and then something might happen like that here. But other than that,
There's not much gang stuff?
no, it's not.
Okay, that's
Cause
good.
you can get up and move and go wherever you wanted to go. You can go wherever, do whatever. Even the blacks and the whites, we all get along.
Yeah, she was white.
Yeah, she way. They just blend in, you know, with us. But, you know, ain't no problem. We don't have no racial thing or against no people or anything like that. Even though this town been through history.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, it ain't about all that, though. It's just who you know and what you know, you know.
So the racial problems were way worse back in the day, obviously.
Yeah, it
In
was.
the 60s, 60, 64, 65.
Yeah, something like that, uh-huh.
But you think it's gotten better?
Yeah, it's
In
better.
the 70s, 80s, 90s, it keeps getting better on that front?
It's get better. It get better with time.
Okay.
'Cause I know that lady over there, she got a biracial kids over there that she had adopted. So, you know, it just get better with time. Good things come to those who wait. And like since I've been here since that storm, it don't bother me. 'Cause I tell people you got to pray more harder. And time, it will change. If you pray more harder, God will do more things in your life than you think he will.
For those Americans watching, I think it's really hard for us to fully understand what's going on in the country at any given time because there's just so much information. It's such a massive place. So the tornado here, I had no clue of, no understanding of. And when I lived on the West Coast or when I grew up in the Northeast, when I'd hear of tornadoes or hurricanes, I didn't really think anything of it. You know, it's almost a foreign concept. And then if you're here and there's a big earthquake, there hasn't been one for a while, but a big earthquake, you don't know what that is either. So it's really hard to fully grasp what's going on in the country. But when you get into these communities and see what they're dealing with firsthand, you're like, oh, wow, that's rough. They're rebuilding here still, 1 year later. A lot of history. So you remember it in 60, 64, 65?
156. At that time, your parents kind of sheltered you a lot, so you didn't get a chance to see a lot of bad things that was happening, you know. And I remember one time my daddy wouldn't let us go out and play. He would tell us there was bears in the woods, so we couldn't go out and play like we normally go out and play. There's a lot of history that did not make it to the end. A lot. I think I was maybe in like the 7th or 8th grade, and the kids like stole the bus to go to the bridge marching. When they was crossing the bridge, they stole the bus. The teenagers got on the bus. I mean, the kids got on the bus, but they made us get off the bus because we was too little to go to the march and stuff. So
wow.
I remember stuff like that. It was like,
That's amazing.
all right.
Ladies, take care. Look at this architecture, some beautiful buildings.
I think my starter locked up. It's either the starter or the solenoid. One of the two. Solenoid's right here. Starter's up underneath.
You got someone helping?
Oh yeah, my 19-year-old son who built me the engine is coming to do it.
Oh, cool. Do you live out here in Selma?
Yeah, I live up in Valley Grande.
Oh, cool. How is it?
That's good.
You love it?
Yeah.
So that tornado just ripped through here, huh?
It was south right here.
Did the feds come out and help rebuild all that sort of stuff?
FEMA came. The other organizations
Okay.
came in and are helping rebuild. And we're still in the process of rebuilding.
Still doing it.
Where are you from, man?
Florida.
Wow, okay. I can tell you're not from here.
Why? How can you tell?
Because you were talking about the tornado like it was yesterday. That was almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, all the homes are still damaged, so many of them.
Some of them they actually had to tear down because they were damaged so bad.
Socioeconomics is so mixed out here. So you have some nice stuff. You have some really nice stuff. I mean, Selma, those couple neighborhoods were pretty hard hitting as far as the state of those homes. But, you know, that's not the majority today. And I didn't think the country roads would be this beautiful in Alabama. You never know until you go. It's so wild how things just snap from one end of the spectrum to the other. An old home, come down gas station, new gas station, Baptist church, and they love their old pickups. I see these all over the place. I gotta say the black belt today looks better than many parts of the country. I mean, if I'm gonna compare to Appalachia, there are parts of Appalachia that look way worse off economically. Greensboro's got a few empty storefronts, but the town looks pretty good, I gotta say. I don't know if this is an Alabama thing, but do people not go outside? It's a bit chilly, it's 57 degrees out. But all of these towns seem very quiet. Like, where is everyone? What's going on in Greensboro?
Nothing for real.
Not much happening out here? Where do you guys all go? Tuscaloosa?
Tuscaloosa.
That place is happening, huh?
It is.
Take care, ma'am. Guys, they make you gamble before going to the bathroom? Is that the story?
No, if you want to gamble, they don't make you do it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You guys did some tough work out there.
Oh, yeah. A lot of folks don't give us the recognition of what we had to do or what we had to go to.
They don't give you the recognition.
No.
Yeah, they have no idea, huh?
No, especially a black man, if you black. Back then.
But how about now?
In some places, it's a little better, but it ain't like it all.
It's still,
Yeah, it ain't like it all.
it ain't like it's supposed to be.
No.
How long were you over there in Vietnam for?
11 months, 23 days. Now back in the 60s, or when I was.
Were you drafted or did
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
You were drafted. Wow.
Yeah.
What was it like?
I don't know. I don't even like talking about it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
Anytime.
So, in Greensboro, no barbecue.
No barbecue.
Selma, no barbecue.
They don't have any barbecue
No,
places
they
in
closed.
Selma?
One of
Really?
those places got hit by the tornado,
Right,
and they're
right.
rebuilding.
Okay,
So where do I go?
Tuscaloosa. They have about 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 in Tuscaloosa. That's gonna be it.
That's the closest barbecue. What is that, 30 miles?
Oh, and Demopolis. Demopolis had a bunch of them.
Okay, Tuscaloosa has better barbecue though, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
So they have Greenland and what the other couple of them?
Full moon.
Full Moon.
So that's what, 30 miles? Something like that?
About 40 miles. Tuscaloosa about 40 miles from here. About 40.
All right.
About 45-minute drive.
Ma'am, thank you.
All right.
All right, guys, just got into Tuscaloosa. Here we have a pulled pork sandwich with some barbecue. Ran out of time today and got dark right at the end, so I just went as quickly as I could to get here. That's good. Just checked into the hotel room. That was a long day of driving, much longer than I thought it would be. I thought we'd get into Tuscaloosa before nightfall. Fortunately, no. Beautiful looking city though, clean streets, nice storefronts. Some final thoughts from today. Firstly, I thought the countryside would have looked worse. It was actually quite pretty. Rolling hills, tree-lined roads, nice fields. Some of the neighborhoods, looked a bit blown out, really in a bad place, especially where that tornado touched down in Selma. I didn't expect to see the after effects of that, but I also didn't expect to see nice neighborhoods and really nice properties. And I don't know, I thought it would be, because I did some reading on the area and it's one of the poorer regions in the state and in the South. So therefore I thought, there probably won't be much charm, but I was wrong. Some of those towns we went through today looked really nice, some better than others. And I didn't roll the camera on every town either, guys, because it was getting a bit redundant. It was all day. I think we left at 9 in the morning and it's now like 6:30. So fortunately didn't meet more people. That always makes these journeys cooler, but the ones we did, we got some good local insight, which is always interesting. All right, guys, this is part of a Deep South series. I have a link down below, a playlist link. You can see all the videos. Really fascinating part of the country. Thanks for coming along on that journey. Until the next one.